guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm starting out with my base already done and one eyebrow filled in and the other one glued over. I'm then taking Focus, which is a liquid eyeshadow by Lush, but you could use any base you want. I wanted to use this one just because it's a sort of greyish blue colour, so I felt it really kind of went with the Spider Queen dusty sort of feel. But I'm just going to apply that all over the lid just as a primer. So yeah, there's not really much interesting to say about that. So yeah, just blend it out. I'm then taking this shiny gold purple colour and I'm going to blend that onto the outer third and into the sort of outer V shape of the eye. I'm also going to work it into the crease as well, but I'm going to keep going over it in little light washes of colour to really build up the intensity to exactly where I want it. And I'm just using a Real Techniques base shadow brush to do this, because I find they actually go into the crease really quite well. So yeah, I'm just building that colour up to the intensity I want it. I end up making this quite sort of dark and smoky by the end, but you can really do it however you want, and you can use whatever colours you want, obviously. I'm then taking this blue gold colour. These are both from Kiss Australia palette. It's really old and I think it's quite a cheap one actually, but they're surprisingly pigmented and I really like them, especially for sort of Halloween things where you are using some more crazy colours. I'm now using my absolute favourite palette, the Cargo Shanghai Nights palette, and I'm using Nightlife, the black with gold like shimmery bits from that palette, and I'm literally just going to work that into the very outer V to really darken up the eye and sort of add this gothic Halloweeniness to it. Next I'm going to go back into that purple and I'm going to take it underneath the lower lash line, because I wanted this eye to be really dramatic and smoky to sort of match, well, not really match the other eye because it doesn't look anything like it, but I didn't want to have one eye that was completely dwarfed by this big dramatic prosthetic and then the other one just kind of fade out. So I'm now using the Collection gel eyeliner, and I just decided to put a big wing on this eye. You can do what you want really. I swear this wing turned out as the best eyeliner I'd ever done, and I was quite glad I didn't have to try and match the wing on the other side because it wouldn't have worked. You get one perfect and the other one just does not happen. So for this I decided I wanted a big spider web on my forehead. Not really sure why, I just kind of felt like it. So of course you can add whatever you want to the look to make it your own. I probably could have done a lot more with this, but I'll be quite honest, I was filming them quite quickly. So that didn't really happen, but I kind of felt the face was a little plain without it. I'm now using that same eyeliner just to line my lips, because I find that the dark lipstick that I use with this can occasionally bleed a little bit if you don't line them, and surprisingly this eyeliner worked. So that may be a trick I use again in the future. So yeah, that looks kind of boring to watch and slightly strange, so come on, get through it, come on, that's it, okay, cool. Now we're moving on to NYX Liquid Suede liquid lipstick, and this is in Stone Fox, and it's one of my favourite colours ever. Possibly not the most wearable colour, depends who you are, I guess, and what you find wearable. Like, I'd personally wear this out just because, but I know a lot of people would be kind of wary of wearing something that's such a weird colour. So just a quick bit of background on how I made the prosthetic. I used basically bamboo skewers and a piece of felt, and I cut all the sharp bits off, stuck them together in leg shapes, and I just used gelatin to stick it all together because it was more sticky than even super glue. Super glue was not working for me, so gelatin kind of gave the big bubbly joint look as well. So I'm now using the Grimace waterproof spirit gum to fix the prosthetic to my face. I prefer the waterproof one, obviously, because you don't need a remover to take it off. I think at some point I put some false lashes on. Not really sure when that happened. And I'm now going to stick the prosthetic to my face and not show you how I'm doing that by waving a mirror around in the way instead. I'm now taking gelatin on the end of a bamboo skewer, and I'm just adding that around the eyeball to create some sort of lovely ooze where the spider thing is coming out. Of course, the more you build this up, the more it looks like it's actually coming out of your eye. I didn't build this up very much because I wanted to be able to take the prosthetic off. Now I'm just adding some fake blood around the wound. Again, this is something that the more you add and the different ways you do it can make the look a lot more effective than I have here. Say if you put scab blood in where most of the legs are, it's going to make it look a bit more effective. As well as building up the gelatin, and you could even use cotton and latex to build up around the eye socket. I just didn't want to build up too much of a prosthetic so I could still see, because of course your depth perception really does start to go very quickly with something like this, which is why I preferred to put the entire prosthetic together and do the rest of the look before putting it on, because you cannot see past those legs and things once it's actually on. So do bear that in mind with how you make this and where you go with it, because if you're going to be out all night, it's possibly not the best for that. But once you're happy with it, it's remarkably simple. So this is the finished look. And again, as I say, it's very easy to make your own. All the products used will be listed in the description box down below. Check again tomorrow for a new Halloween look. Thanks for watching, guys.